ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for What Do You Call It? Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of What Do You Call It? Podcast. I'm your host, GB. Today's guest is a member of one of the hottest factions in wrestling today, Culture Inc. So I had to join in. Please give up for the interrogator, MALIK. BOSEDE. How you doing today, mate? You all good?
Good. How's it going?
I'm doing very well, mate. I want to thank you as well for being able to reschedule. We were supposed to do this last month. It was my fault. Don't worry, I'm not trying to blame Malik. So,
All good.
but I'm glad to have you on. So we're gonna have a fun conversation. Before I do dissect your wrestling career and understand why you became a wrestling fan, I actually just want to go and kickstart the show by talking about Culture Inc. Just because I said in the intro, one of the hottest factions in wrestling right now features yourself, Eli Knight, and Nick J. Holiday. Shout out to them. But I want, if you can, explain.
And I as well.
If you can explain to the listeners what Culture Inc. is all about and what you stand for.
No problem. Well, also there's a fourth member, Kaya Dream.
Oh, my bad.
That's right. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so there's four of us. We're a young, hungry group in the wrestling business. You know, trying to get it, grinding, going 100%, giving all we got. You know, symbol of Black excellence. You know, symbol of just go-getters. You know, we just been doing our thing. You know, just traveling, making waves, and make sure the world knows about us. You know, make sure the world witness our work and witness soon to be greatness.
I respect that, man. How did you sort of form as a group?
Okay. Well, in 2018, we all arrived at minus Kaya. 2018, myself, Eli Knight, and Nick Holiday we ended up going to wrestling school together. Not in the intentions of knowing each other, but just having to be there at the same time. There was a seminar September of that year where Savio Vega, big shout outs to him. He saw us three and decided to put us together. Mind you, prior to that, before I wasn't even thinking of tag team work, but I did ask Nick to be my manager and for singles. But then when Savio put all of us together, it was like, okay, this could work, you know, and we took off from there. And then, let's see, 2 years later, Kaya Dream became part of it as well.
No, I respect that, mate. Shout out to Savio Vega. I'm a new generation kid. Like, I absolutely loved Savio Vega. Just his entrance, like, just makes me smile. But I'm glad that he's basically behind Culture Inc. as well. And obviously, there's a buzz about you guys. Your merch is awesome. I've seen your matches. And obviously, there's a big future as well, reality wrestling, which we will be talking about. But I want to rewind the clocks a little bit. That's okay. And I want to find out when you discovered wrestling.
I discovered wrestling as a kid. My father and I would watch wrestling ever since I was a youth, you know, so it was very big in my household. Even also in my childhood as well, me and my friends used to grow up wrestling, just, you know, just boys being boys type of idea, you know.
Lots of injuries.
WCW was big. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to go to the hospital, but yeah, there's there's some rough times. But we emulated what we saw, you know, whether through WCW, WWF at the time, or ECW, you know, and just had fun growing up doing it.
Who were some of your favorites from WCW? Got to ask.
Booker T.
Yeah,
Jericho.
Yep.
Malenko. Flair with the Four Horsemen, the Outsiders. You know what? Even if people don't agree with this, but just for his work alone, the technical prowess, Chris Benoit.
I understand. Yeah.
But his work was remarkable. So
as a wrestler, he is one of the best technical wrestlers.
exactly. You know, you got a Diamond Dollar Page, the Lex Lugers, you know, so Sting definitely.
So you was actually a
And
proper
all,
WCW fanboy then. I don't think I've
yes,
actually had
yes.
that before. Everyone's like WWE and WCW, but never like WCW was like my thing as opposed to WWE.
Where the big boys play.
Don't think I'll be hearing that in 2022. Oh, what a catchphrase, man.
Right?
Did you go to any of the shows live then with your dad?
Yes, my dad took myself, me, my siblings, my mother. You know, we went to as a family, you know, to WCW shows, and
Nice. I'm
just
jealous, man.
enjoyed it growing up. I think like one of the last shows we went to was probably like in 96, 97, possibly, back when they used to come to Orlando a lot. So,
Do you remember what the main event was?
uh,
Now I'm putting you on the spot, man. Sorry, like,
I
I'm a bit
think,
jealous of that, man. You got to see
no,
WCW in its prime.
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
sick, man.
And, you know, and then also, you know, through the Monday Night Wars, you know, we'd be switching channels, you know, trying to catch it as well. So I was very fortunate to be able to be at the height of the wars and to actually watch that being built and going on from there.
That's sick, man. I'm a bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I was a nice kid as well, but the fact that you got to attend it, man, that's awesome. I'll ask this question then, and I think you're gonna pick a WCW match. So I'm gonna ask you if there's one match that you can pick that you can go back in time for and be in attendance for live, what match would you pick? It's one of my new questions I've been trying out, and I'm getting some good responses for it. So, and I feel like yours could be WCW.
Oh, damn.
Hogan and
Oh,
Dungeon
you
of
put me on
Doom.
the spot. Yo, you put me on the spot. I'm you know what? Something that was you know, I can't put up a
Too many,
match.
too many.
I
No,
can't.
that's fair, man.
Yeah,
That's
too
fair.
way too many. I'm trying to think about it, but I can't just put one at the top. So,
Yeah, no, that's
but put it
cool,
this
man.
way, if I wasn't to go back, I would definitely if I could choose a year, I would probably choose like year 96. Yeah,
Mm,
or actually mainly year 97 of WCW. I'll go with that.
so
I'll
many to
say
choose
that.
from. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's got the year set. No, it's just so many about that period as well. There is a reason why they were whooping WWE. It's a shame. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to have some listeners that didn't grow up in that period that we did, and I do feel bad because they did miss out. But I mean, wrestling's great
They missed
now,
out.
but they did miss out, man. But no, that's cool. That is cool. Were you into any other sports other than wrestling growing up?
I mean, I did track in high school. Um, for the most part, that's about it.
You would just literally set
I don't.
on wrestling.
Oh no! Oh, as in like doing sports, or are you talking about competing in sports, or just watching sports?
Just more both, a mixture of both, really. So you know, when you weren't
Oh,
watching
okay. My
wrestling, did you find
apologies.
yourself watching football or basketball or anything like that?
I watched basketball when I was younger. I mean, if you ask me things now, I'll be honest with you, might be out of the loop a little bit, you know. Because I don't really watch sports like that. Like I don't really watch sports like that. I do when like big games come on, but I don't really sit down and watch sports. But growing up, wrestling actually had me sit down and actually watch it, you know, because actually the story behind certain stuff, you know. So it's always a story that got me.
That's cool, man. It's cool that
Um,
you got to watch it as a family as well, man. That's made me genuinely smile because it made me think back my childhood as well, and just makes me like want to mess with my dad. And it's like, thank you, but but no, that's cool, man. When is it that you knew you wanted to become a professional wrestler? Because I know you said that you started training in 2018. Was it about that time?
yeah.
When is it? Did you know before,
Um,
or was it difficult to find the school?
I don't know. Is that well? Okay, so a little bit of the question. So, um, because it's different. So, growing up, I mean, I never thought of being a wrestler. You know, like going out there, just love enjoy doing it, wrestling outside. And
Mhm.
at that time, it's like even if I wanted to become one, it's like where do you go to wrestling school? Like it was like a sacred society type thing. You know, like how do you get in? Where do you go
Mm.
to? So I didn't, you know, and it never went past me watching TV of wrestling, you know, or going outside wrestling. And then 2006, 2017. Oh, excuse me. So in 2015, I went to my first independent show. It wasn't like I went to an event that actually had an independent wrestling show there.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Let me watch it. You know, I love watching wrestling. You know, I still watch WWE at the time, and so I watched it and I enjoyed it. And I'm like, okay, this is just cool. You know, this is here in Orlando. You know, this is different. You know, different than what I'm watching on TV. So then at my shoot job, I met who was the first person that came in. I think it was Sean Spears. He
Oh,
came
nice.
into my shoot job. I know. I was like, oh snap, Ty Dillinger, perfect 10, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I knew him as, you know. So and then the next person was Dax Harwood. And I'm just like, oh snap, like, okay. I know Scott Dawson. Like, okay. There you go. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. So then at a different suit job, which this one I was working at a club downtown, I was doing security work. I met Mojo Rawley. So I'm just like, whoa, I'm meeting a lot of wrestlers lately, you know, outside of, you know, watching
Man, this is
wrestling.
fate, isn't it?
Yeah, it technically was. And then I went, and then at my other shoot job, my first shoot job, Asuka came in. And like she was just like low key, like I'm like I see her, I'm like, don't nobody recognize her? She had no makeup on or nothing. She had like a cap real
Yeah.
low.
But you can still
I'm
the
just
hair
like,
sticking out.
yeah, no. Actually, like, yeah, you can see like a little bit of color, but it's like she's like in incognito mode, and I'm just like, don't nobody notice who she is? Don't nobody know who this is? I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. And you know, after that, I was just like, you know what? This is a sign. I need to go find a wrestling school. I need to. I want to get into wrestling.
Yeah.
And shortly afterwards, I think like the month later, I went to Pro Wrestling 2.0 show in Orlando, and then a few weeks after that, started training.
Nice, man. Did you get any photos, by the way, with the wrestlers that you saw at work at your shoot job?
I have, yes, I have photos with all of them.
Ah, man, like if you could, I know if you can't show it publicly, man, send me a DM and show me. That's awesome, man. Got to see it work.
I got you. I got you.
Ah, that's quality, man. I would have been so professional. Would have put like, can you sign this DVD? And like, just got like the photo out, man.
Oh, I didn't even care. I was like, can I take a picture with you? Like, you know, so
Yeah, I can imagine if you're polite, they're all right, but you do get like the airport fans and like the hotel fans, which is yeah.
those that I gotta still probably know him, but they're just like, oh, I just want to get to my room, or you know, I want to get to
Yeah,
my
it's like, how do
rental
you
or something
know
like
where
that.
I'm staying?
Yeah, you know, like y'all stalking me.
Yeah, I remember what's her name? I think Sasha Banks that made a point about it. Just like, look, if you're at a show or if it's, you know, if you're polite about it, it's fine. But like, not when I've just landed. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, you know, like let me breathe a little bit. You know, let me get a breather. Let me you know relax real
Mm.
quick, and then we can move on business as usual.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Where did you train then?
Pro Wrestling 2.0.
That is the name of the company as well that you trained with. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And what were some of the biggest challenges of your training that you found?
Uh, just learning the business. You know, I mean, I grew up wrestling. You know,
Mm.
so the only difference was I actually got slammed on a canvas instead of a grass. You know, so it was
Oh,
like,
backyard wrestling, yeah.
yeah.
What do you mean I can't jump
So
off a
I got to,
trampoline?
yeah, you know, I got to actually do the professional part of wrestling, and learning the techniques and just learn the business. I mean, I've been part of team sports, so you know, listening to a coach was never hard for me.
Mm.
You know, I was always coachable, so it was an easy transition.
And when did you have
Well,
your
I would say,
first? Oh, sorry, mate. I'll let you finish.
oh, that's okay. I'll say, I would say for me, it was an easy transition just because prior military, and then you know, just being like a wrestling fan, everything else, I was able to adapt a lot easier to it. But my first match would be May of 2018. It was a squash match. But then
Ah,
like, yeah.
was it the squash
And
match
then
against Abraham Washington?
no,
That wasn't.
that was like probably like eight eight months later. about from there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
From my first match. Like it was within a year from my first match. But no, it was against Sidney Porter. He beat me real quick. I was young in the game, I ain't know nothing. He just caught me off guard, boom, 1, 2, 3, proper finish.
Some of the
So
best of all time have had to do it, my man.
yeah, hey, you got me quick, And then my next match became where I started working more frequently was in the tag match with Coach Rank, at 2.0.
Just going back to your debut quickly, and just because I've asked this before, did you have any of your family and friends there at your first
Not
show?
my debut, no. Well, actually, at my first show, like my singles, the squash match, I had my ex-girlfriend there at the time.
Oh, okay.
But at then at my official like where I started working from there now, like tag team wise and stuff. All my family came along with my ex as well.
What was your
So they got
family's
to be
reaction
to watch that.
to seeing you wrestle, doing something you loved since you was a kid?
They loved it. They loved it. Just for them to when they see me or hear me talking about it or doing stuff with it, their face light up. So much support from them.
Oh, I can see you smiling now.
It is, because it's my family. Damn, man. They've always had my back my whole life.
Yeah.
And it makes things a lot much easier. Not with just wrestling, but in life. When you have that strong support system, especially if you're doing something that you pursue.
Yeah, man. I get that, absolutely. I just want to go back to what I said about Abraham Wash, just because we don't hear about him. I actually did like him in WWE's version of ECW.
Right.
We won't talk about that brand, but his actual run was actually quite funny. It was called The GOAT. The match didn't last that long, but I want to know how your experience was with him in the match.
All right, well, I came out there, I talked my crap because I wasn't feeling the vibe of the crowd, anyways,
You did talk a lot of smack to the crowd.
I got to, if I ain't feeling it, I'm gonna let them know. So it's just, Abraham comes out, and I'm just looking at him like, okay, yeah, I know you big, maybe too big, maybe super big, but I'm gonna challenge you regardless, And then got in the ring, and right when I'm about to get ready to take him on, missed me. Green mist had me blind, trekking around that ring looking crazy. And then the man wanna have the nerve to hit me with a power bomb with my eyes closed. And when I tell you, next thing you know, after the power bomb, people telling me, I hear people saying, "Hey, you okay? You all right?" And I'm just like, "Oh snap, match done." So I don't know to tell you what happened between the mist and after the power bomb, but I just know I was in the air, and next thing you know, I was waking up hearing, "Hey, you good? You straight?"
Here's a check.
With that. Yeah.
That's quality, man. The match is on YouTube. If anyone wants to go watch it, I suggest it just to see like someone talk smack and maybe get what they deserve.
I guess that's a life lesson sometimes, So, I'm still talking my smack, but I'm gonna do it from a little distance next time.
Back
maybe
up,
wear
man.
like maybe with some glasses next time, so it won't get directly in my eyes.
That's quality, man. That's quality. Another person that stood out to me that you have wrestled. I'm smiling about this. I know you're a WCW guy, but you grew up in that era. You're gonna know who he is because he was actually in the ring with him anyway. Too Cold Scorpio. Some fans may remember him as Flash Funk. He's one of my personal favorites. But I want to ask, how did you feel your performance was in the match, and how was it in general for you as a fan as well?
First of all, yes, Too Cold Scorpio. I mean, that watching that man grow up. I mean, that man is a pillar of our Black community in wrestling. I don't care what nobody say.
Nope,
that
you're
man
not wrong.
is
not wrong.
Fucking pillar of our
criminally underrated, mate. Criminally underrated.
Yes, and it's just being in the ring with him. Obviously, I gave him everything I got. He came off of the win, obviously. But that
I thought you nearly had it, mate. I genuinely thought you nearly had it.
I thought I did too, but I mean, then again, he's an OG in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young, hungry dude. You know, I still got a lot more to learn, and you know,
You
he
hit the
still has a
450. I
lot
thought
more
it
to
was over.
teach. Yeah, that's what I thought too. You know, his 450, but you know, like I said, I have a lot more to learn, and he has a lot to teach. So, you know, he was
I like
able
that.
to, you know, do away with me eventually, and I gave him a celebratory hug because it's like at the end of the day, I'm under your learning tree,
Mm.
you know, and it was an honor to put my skills up against him.
Did he give you any
You know,
advice after having a competitive match? Was there any like just
yes,
you know, do this, do that, or anything that you took upon him?
yes, he definitely gave me advice. He definitely just he offered that shade of this tree and said, you know, here, son, sit, you know, and I just sat there and took notes basically, you know, and yeah, I have nothing but thanks and gratitude and flowers to give to Tuco Scorpio, inside
I
and
thought it was a
outside that ring.
quality match. I really enjoyed it. I thought you had it as well, man. But you know, I think because he's still active, you probably will get a rematch, and we'll see, mate. We'll see. Maybe another 450.
Oh, I'm on his head next time. Listen, if me and him getting that stuff in that ring one more time, I'm on his head next time. I can. Oh, I'm
It's
gonna
like
be
I
getting hungry
respect you,
again.
but as soon as that bell rings, mate, over. We don't know each other.
That's it.
Nah, but I have to. I'll follow up what you said, man. And he is a true legend. It's not just for black wrestling, but in general. And I think he deserves so much more credit. But you know, us talking about it. Hopefully, there's one listener who doesn't know who he is. Will YouTube him and will become a fan after this. And
Oh,
yourself,
they definitely will.
Awesome,
They
man.
will.
I gotta ask, man. How did you end up appearing on WWE Raw Underground next to Shane O'Mac? How many people can say that?
So you know, yeah, you know, rubbing the elbows with the big boss. You know, so it's okay. So you know, me growing up, I started watching when Shane was doing little stuff like in WWF. You know what I'm saying? Where he was like, where he has his roles in different parts and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So seeing him getting thrown off of Titantrons to me being right next to him on Raw, on TV,
National
underground,
television. Yeah.
national television, you know, on USA Network, you know, it's like, whoa, you know, okay. You know, because they needed some high rollers, you know, saying to bet on the fights. Of course, Malik BOSEDE gonna have to show up and, you know, try to make some money. Obviously, you see my facial expression, I lost some money in those fights, but that's all right. But you know, I got the invite, was there, and got to have fun on Raw.
Man, you got to like national television, Shane McMahon, Raw. You actually say not just USA Network, but the world. He was there.
Exactly.
That's sick, man. That is sick. As a
Yeah,
WWE
it was
fanboy,
good for me.
but did part of you like want to mark out afterwards, or did you say, "Got to be professional"? Just another day at work.
I kept it professional just because I know how to be professional, but don't get me wrong. Inside, I was like, yo, I'm yo, I'm with all these superstars. Yo, I'm at Raw. I'm on WWE. I'm on TV. Whoa, what the hell? I am where I was watching TV at when I was a youth. Crazy.
And I'm here now. And obviously, man, you look so proud. Like it's like, but you look professional as well. I've seen your photos of outside the truck as well, not just on TV. But you know, you're just like, you know, you didn't lose your head from what I can see, which is awesome. Another exposure that you had. What's that?
I was gonna say I lost my head when I got back to the car.
Okay.
In the parking
garage. Nah, sick man. Another experience that you have, and I think I definitely probably will see you back there. AEW, you got to appear on AEW Dark, wrestling against Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson. Wasn't your night, but you got the experience, the exposure. But how was your overall AEW experience?
Overall, AEW experience went great as well. You know, the locker room is great. The environment felt great. You know, it was just a good. It was just a vibe in itself. You know, back there, and then you know, the match. Obviously, things didn't go well for Culture Inc. Didn't go in our favor, but nonetheless, the world got to be reintroduced to us. You know, so but it was an experience in itself, and seeing you know the current superstars, you know, the people that's getting it right now, you know, and seeing stars from old as well, you know, like so I saw Arn Anderson. It's like, whoa, I saw you growing up, like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
WCW fan, isn't it? And did you see Sting or anyone like that?
No, unfortunately, Sting wasn't part of it yet. I didn't really see everybody else. But everybody else was, hustling, bustling, taking care of their business as they should be.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but I got to meet a good amount of people in the locker room. So
Nah, good man. So your experience was positive. I mean, you'll probably be back. Cold drink, it's not going anywhere. We both know that. So
we're not going away. We're not going away.
no, man, no, man. I mean, the current reality of wrestling tag team champions. I've actually spoke about reality wrestling on this podcast before. I'm a fan of it. A lot of fans know it's Booker T's company. Izzy James, who I had on the show not long ago, he's praised the company. I want to hear from you your thoughts on Booker T's ROH, not ROH, ROW. Sorry, because I was reading up on ROH earlier.
It's all good.
But I want to know, how's it feel to be the tag team champion? How does it feel to be in the company? And I just want to hear from you your thoughts on the company.
In the company, it feels great. I mean, it's everybody there is pushing to elevate the company. It's not just Booker T having to toe the line.
No.
It's everybody that's putting it together, from the wrestlers to the producers to commentary to security. It's a unit. It's a family unit that has a common goal of bringing
production of it. It's amazing.
Yes, and just being there, just seeing Book, what I'm saying, me and everybody else there, it's just a good feeling. Like, not even good, excuse me. I don't even disrespect ROW like that. It's a great feeling being there, And then obviously, we are the tag team champions.
Yep.
Some people question how we got it, but at the end of the day, it's like, we're here to make a name, and by any means necessary, it's going to be done.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the history books, no one's going to care how you did it. They're just going to see your name and the length of how long you held it for. That's what matters. No one cares. Technicality.
I've been trying to tell them this, George, but they're not hearing us. Like,
I know.
Like, oh, you didn't win it fair. Like, it don't matter.
That's why we connected already, mate. Like, even though I'm in England, we still great minds think alike, mate. If culture need a British representative, I'm what's.
Hey, greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, for it. Yes, for it. Is there any tag teams at the moment that you've got your eyes on that you want to face down the road? Don't necessarily have to be on TV, but any tag teams that you really think, oh, we've got to give them a run for their money. We can beat them.
Gotcha. So I only have 2 eyes. But these 2 eyes are on every tag team in professional wrestling. I don't care if they're signed. I don't care if they're not signed. Hell, even if they're potentially about to become a tag team, we have everybody on our radar because we want to face the best, and we want to compete against the best no matter what in the tag team division. So there's not just one singular team that we have our eyes on. Everybody has a target.
Any tag teams in the world right now, you've just got your eyes set. But at the moment, you've got your eyes set on just Championship Gold and Culture Inc. in general as a stable and faction.
Yes, but if you're a tag team, trust and believe, Culture Inc. already knows about you. And if you or you're about to form a tag team, we'll be waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? Or you're a tag team that has something to prove, we'll be right there with you. But we just want the best.
Is there any plans or any future goals for Culture Inc. to sort of travel? I'm not just to say I'll come to England specifically, but maybe Japan or just around the world. Is there any location specific that you would like to go and wrestle?
I want to wrestle everywhere. There is no limit. I have a passport. I'm ready to go. We have passports, so we're ready to go anywhere that we want. That wants competition. If it's overseas in England, I'll be there.
Yeah, boy. I'll speak to the promoters, mate.
If it's in Japan, we'll be there. If it's in Spain, if it's a promotion in Africa, promotion in South America, wherever. If there's a door open, Culture Inc. will see its way to it.
Ah, sweet man, sweet man. I just want to ask quickly about CZW. I know it's
Okay.
not what it was in terms of violence, but it now actually has like more known for good wrestling now, from what I've seen anyway of it. I just want to ask how your time and your experience has been with Combat Zone Wrestling.
Good as well. Not a bad thing to say about it.
Mhm.
I enjoyed being there. We enjoyed being there. I'm sure it's safe to speak on behalf of my team when I say that. And we're just there with the tag team division. They're building up the tag team division right now, or excuse me, reconstructing the tag team division right now. And we are there to make the how are they cemented in that. So it's good. It's good.
Nice, man. Nice. One last question, and then I'll let you enjoy the rest of your day, my man.
No, that's all good. We talking, we vibing.
No, definitely, man. Definitely, man. I'm definitely enjoying this, man. I know I would ask like, what's your favorite match of all time, but I think that could be a bit boring. But because I'm quite fascinated with Culture Inc. and a genuine fan, I want to ask if there's one stable from the past. I'm not going to ask present, but because you're an old school wrestling fan, one stable that you think Culture Inc. should face be a money match, and obviously you're going to get the victory, but we won't. We can't predict the future. But if you could pick one stable who you think would be a good money match for Culture Inc., who would you pick?
Since there's only two of us, well, three of us that wrestle with the manager, I'm gonna think for all three of us, all four of us. It'd be Harlem Heat.
Nice. Well, 2000 Harlem Heat. With Ahmed Johnson.
Or no. I like
what was he called? Big T. Fucking hell.
Yep. They did. They tried it.
They did Harlem Heat dirty with that one, man. Oh my god.
Oh, they tried it so bad. I mean, but when it was Booker T, Stevie Ray, and when Sherry. They had the wonderful Miss Sherry.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like the matches, like 97 and 96, Harlem Heat were just awesome outsiders, nasty boys. Steiners, just mate, honestly, and they just looked like they could genuinely fuck you up, them too. And Sherry as well.
Currently, she's Sister Sherry. I mean, enough said, And but currently, which we have been throwing the idea around, is since Hit Row is on the independents,
I say that
Culture Inc. wouldn't mind, tangling it up with them, to see what's up and do it one time for the culture.
Have you thought about giving them a message or sending the message your own way?
I sent the universe a message. I put it up in the universe. I feel like it's gonna come. It's gonna make its way at some point.
I think it's gonna happen. I think I've seen them floating up already on was it Game Changer as well. So Culture Inc. It's gonna happen. I can't remember what their new name is now, but I just thought when WWE let them go, I was just baffled.
Okay, so this is not. Okay, I'm on one side of the aisle when it comes to this conversation. So I'm gonna say this. So as a fan, it didn't make sense letting go of Hit Row. As a worker, it damn sure don't make sense but letting Hit Row go, because it was they had it. They had it, talent, athleticism, brought in money, keep put ass in seats,
Swerve was in the UK not too long ago, last weekend. And I think the crowd loved him.
Oh, nice. Okay. We'll see. Like,
I didn't get to go. I had plans for
Oh, you ain't go to the show?
No, I had plans.
Oh man, so what happened to Culture Inc. over there? You can't mess.
Oh no, but I mean, I didn't know. The Swerve thing was only planned for like a month, but if you give me like some time, then I'll absolutely whatever I have on. It's like a friend's birthday. They had to have it last weekend, and I hope they listen to this to make sure they know how grateful they should be for me.
As they should be. Not playing.
Damn right. If they think I'm joking, I'm fucking not. So that's to
let them know.
I'm gonna get WhatsApp once this comes out. Like, fuck off, Jordan.
Right?
Sorry, man. But yeah, no, I'm
Man.
culturing Hit Row. I mean, that'd be the match, the money match that could happen this year or next year. Realistically, I think this year in the summer, if there is a promoter out there that likes making
Stay
money,
woke.
like,
Stay woke. You never know.
if you like making money, then why would you not want to do this?
That part. That part.
Exactly, man. We are vibing. We are vibing, definitely, man. There is actually one last question I'll ask. I know I said about that before,
Okay.
but I'm lying. But it's a question I have asked a few guests recently, and I think it could be quite funny answers as well. If you can have your own dream dinner, right? So you can pick 3 dinner guests, past or present, doesn't have to be wrestling related. So this allows you to sort of open up a little bit more. Past or present, dead or alive, 3 dinner guests, you're the host, but you get to pick their brains over this meal. People that you may be fascinated with, look up to, or just historical thing. It could be anyone.
Oh man.
See,
Is that for wrestling?
it doesn't have to be wrestling. It's up to you. I think only one person did a wrestling related one because their mind was a bit stuck, but that's still quite a fun answer as well. So you can do wrestling if you want to. You can mix it as
dinner
well.
table with all 3. Or 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. All right. Bernie Mac, wrestling power.
Oh man, I just love him in Friday. Just even Soul Play wasn't that bad.
All his whole filmography, like just everything in cinema that he did, like just he's a genius to me. That man is just somebody who just I don't know how to put it into words.
Got taken away too soon, man.
He would damn sure be on. He'd be the first one. Hey, Bernie Mac, get here right quick. The first person I invite. Let me see a second person. You know what? Kevin Samuels. Look him up on YouTube.
Just gonna do it quickly. Right? I've never done this before, but I'm gonna do it. Why not?
And like a lot of people, like he gets a lot of heat because people just like share his clips instead of
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels
Comes up as a woman. Is that?
No, he has videos. Yeah.
Oh, it's really weird. When you Google it first, it comes up with like a woman that does modeling, but then musical artist. It's got
go on YouTube and look.
I'll do an actual YouTube.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening to this at the moment, I'm genuinely looking it up right now. If you don't know either, just do the same, but don't do it Google like I did because you'll be really confused.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. And this is why I mentioned
Kevin Samuel or Samuels? Comedy.
Samuels, yeah, with an S. No, not comedy. Just Kevin Samuels. If you see his YouTube page, just go for there and watch his videos.
1.3 for. Is that him there? No.
Glasses.
Yeah, with the suit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I've just subscribed to him. I've never heard of this guy before. It just shows how much of a bubble I'm in. But I mean, it probably helps.
No, you're good. He's a very solid dude, and it's just like a lot of people like give him hell because they only post videos of where he like happen to be talking where the conversations are towards women.
36-year-old stripper now wants to be a luxury housewife. Okay, it's gonna be fun. I know I'm doing tonight.
You're gonna enjoy it. I watch the videos of where he gets on the men. You know what I'm saying? Because he really he makes people hold themselves accountable. Yeah, and that's one thing that a lot of people lack from my experience that I've seen. And so even myself at some point still lack accountability, but watching him and like seeing things is like really put things in perspective. But yeah, that'd be my second dinner guest. And then my third dinner guest. Oh, who'd be my third guest?
Juventud Guerrero.
Oh my goodness. Yo, hold on. Let me ask you why you said that. That was actually my favorite luchador.
Oh, I think just because I remember like The Rock used to when Jericho came over to WWE, and he'd just be like, "Oh, you was on WCW against some jabroni moving to." I actually think
Yeah,
it's
I felt
awesome.
so bad. I was like, Rock, I like you. I like Jericho and I like Hoovy. Rock, why would you even have to say something about
Hoovy
Hoovy?
was actually fucking awesome. Besides Ray, I mean, in the late 90s, I don't think there was much better an actual luchador high flyer than Hoovy.
Mm-hmm. Hoover, no, like Hoover too. Him, like a lot of people went with Rey Mysterio, and there's nothing to take away from Rey Mysterio real quickly. I know we're going with the conversation, but
No, go for it,
I was
man.
more of a Hoover person. I was always Hoover. I loved his like he had like Rey Mysterio had the drip when it came to the mask and the gear. Don't get me wrong, but Hoover had it along with him. A lot of people not giving him credit for that. Hoovy Juice was the truth in WCW. Like when I that's when I watched him mainly, you know, along with Psychosis. You know, La Parka, he didn't do like luchador stuff, but just
the chair
his
stuff.
gimmick along with it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the chairman of WCW. You know, you can't beat that. Conan, you know, you had El Dandy, you know, you had
You remember
Silver
Bret Hart?
King.
Like, who are you to doubt El Dandy? Like, you could tell Bret was just not in a good mood that day. He's just like, who are you to doubt El Dandy? Like, with Mean G.
Exactly.
Like, Bret knew
Yo,
El Dandy was a threat.
They it was just like that. Yeah, luchador wise, Hoover too. That's my guy. Like that was my guy growing up. It's that's just him.
You bumped
But
into him at a show, by the way.
Juventud?
Any shows? Because I only asked that because obviously with Tuco Scorpio and he's a legend himself.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, no, I haven't ran into Juventud because
Another money match promoters.
I mean, I had to get my cardio up a lot more harder.
He can still go. He can still bloody go.
He can still go. Like I said, people like Juventud, you know, you have people like Tuco Scorpio. No, age does not define them. They still go like
Scary,
time hasn't been on their head, you know. So I damn sure still have to get my cardio up, and still was Tuco I had to have my cardio up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to have my cardio up as well. Because these are OGs I'm facing. You know? But my bad.
No, it's cool, man. I've enjoyed it, man. So we've gone from
my third person.
That was it. Because I said Hoovy. I don't know why the Jericho promo and the Rock always said I threw you off. That was my fault, that one.
My third one would be Fred Hampton Jr.
Another person I don't know, but I think that name does ring a bell. I'm gonna Google this.
But a black revolutionary. He was assassinated.
I watched that film, The Judas and the Messiah, and the Black Messiah. I watched that last night. It was on my Instagram story. No lie. Oh my god! I watched it on Sky Cinema. It's so good. I forgot his name though, but I think the actor he actually got best supporting actor for it, and then the other guy.
I can remember like Daniel Kaluuya or something like that.
A fellow Brit, a fellow English. Yeah, he's from England.
Hey, listen, respect to the black excellence and the black power and the black talent over there, because y'all producing. God damn, sorry for my language, but y'all are producing. Y'all are representing over there. So salute, thank y'all. You know, you got people like Daniel Kaluuya, Idris Elba, which is to me. I tell people, Idris Elba to UK is Denzel Washington.
Next Bond he is, mate. I don't care what people say about race, mate. It's just in terms of the actual what Bond is as a character, he nails it. One of the coolest actors in the game today.
That's him. I listen. Like I said, Denzel Washington is like up there with me, and that's for over here. But if I would put overseas, him and Idris Elba. I mean, obviously, you know, filmography goes a lot longer, and extensive for Denzel Washington. And I like Denzel. You know, I'm not gonna compare the two work, but I'm just saying, Idris Elba is y'all one over there. Like,
he's awesome,
and that's not taken away from nobody else. He's just representing.
He's embraced in America. You guys love him. I mean, we love him over here, but you guys really taking him in.
We love all the black talent that's coming from over there. I mean, hey, like I said, y'all all representing. I mean, shoot, it's just y'all putting on stuff that is just excellence. I can keep find all the colorful words, but it all comes down to excellence,
Yeah.
and with excellence, absolutely.
No, I appreciate it, man. Obviously, like I think we've sat back for so long and just sort of watched what America's done, but like we just obviously want to have our own identity as well in terms of Black British culture. And the world is noticing, obviously, with what producing, winning the Oscars and music as well. I'm not saying it's not been seen or anything, but I think people get surprised like Idris is actually from the UK. If you like, especially if you watch like The Wire, like so many American folks were like, honestly, like searching is like filmography or like IMBD, just like what?
Yeah, right. Right, but that's y'all just doing y'all thing. And if I can go, I mean, technically, I was supposed to be going over there like years ago before like coronavirus happened and everything else, because one of my exes, I don't care to mention her name, but she's actually from Essex.
That's where I'm from, Southend.
You probably know her family then.
I think, damn, I'm actually from Essex and Southend on Sea. That's where I'm from.
Oh, snap! Yeah, I was. She used to try to get me to go over there, and we used to try to plan it. I ended up taking her to St. Lucia instead. So, but I
can imagine the weather being a bit better off than Essex. Like, it's fucking raining. If I look at the window, it's probably either raining or windy at the moment.
I heard about it, and I'm just not. I'm a sun person. I like breeze and sun and the sand and the water.
Oh mate, what a small world, man! We have to have a little conversation after this. We won't reveal too much information, but yeah, I think if you, the listeners already know, I might come from Essex. I have to squeeze it in sometimes, but no, that's awesome, man. I think the last like 20 minutes have just flown by. We've just literally kind of switched off and just
Hey, when you're having fun, time flies. That's what happens.
Damn right, man. This has been an absolute blast, my man. What have you got next lined up that you can plug or reveal to the audience?
That's all good. This week, February 2026. Let me look at my calendar. Excuse me. February 25th is a grind. Puro. We have a tag team match against the main event, a part 2. Then on Sunday, we are in the finals for the Cactus Jack Memorial Tag Team Cup at Firestar Pro Wrestling. And then we'll be back at Reality next month on the 12th. And then I should be defending my Platinum Weight title next month as well. So stay tuned for that. And that's about the things that's coming as of my calendar. And I think CZW as well. I'm not too sure. It's not on the calendar, but it's a question mark. So we got some shows coming up.
So you're a bit of a busy man then. You're a bit of a belt collector, aren't you? You're getting up there with Ultimate Dragon. Another WWE reference. Had to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
You're close to putting Thanos to shame right now with all the gold.
I got 4. Thanos has 6 stones. I got 4 belts. If I get 2 more belts and I'm holding 6 at the same time, I'm getting me some Thanos gear, maybe.
Right.
I don't care what nobody
I like your gear's pretty cool, by the way. Who makes that? Like, I know what I'm supposed to.
Thank you. Oh, big shout out to Christian Aries. I mean, that man makes me look like a superstar. He's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's a gear maker for any workers or potential workers that need gear. He does it. He does his thing. He takes care of me. Currently, right now, he's actually making our tag team gear right now for the first time. So, because he's my singles guy's gear, when I want my singles, but he's making our tag team right now. See how that comes out as well, which is gonna be nothing less than perfect, honestly.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I definitely will. As I just pointed out, your gear is pretty cool. But to see as a tag team as well, that's one thing I do miss a lot in wrestling, like matching gear. Oh, I love it. It goes like Harlem Heat.
It's a tag team essential.
Oh, it is.
Yes. They ain't flames, but they had a white set, a purple set, a red set, a black set, a gold set. Like
that's they wouldn't not just badasses, but like matching gear badasses.
Yep.
No,
and which will always be one of my favorite teams. Which why they'll always be one of my favorite tag teams. Besides Booker T being a mentor now to me, they're just always be one of my favorite tag teams. Just for something that's even that small is what separating them from a lot of people.
kick myself if I didn't ask, and I think I was going to ask, but Booker T. Like, I know we mentioned about reality wrestling, not RIHROW. I mentioned that earlier. Ha ha ha. Someone could have put in the comments. I know, f off. But Booker T. How is he as a mentor? Just like, how is he? Just is he easy to approach? Is he quite direct, blunt with his advice? Just how is he to deal with?
He is amazing as a mentor. He's not gonna tell you what you like to hear. He's not gonna tell you what you want to hear. He's gonna tell you what you need to hear, and he cares enough to do so. And respect making you get better. That man's a leader. That man is he's a lot of things. And there's not a negative bone in my body to say about him. So it's to be under his mentorship, to be at his promotion, to be his champion, it means a lot. It's definitely a big, great deal.
I can imagine
from somebody
being
from
the
a
champion
that standard
of like reality wrestling, Booker T, being a mentor. I can imagine like just that fan in you, like the 10-year-old watching it with your family, like this.
Oh, you're jumping around right now.
That's sick, man. That is sick, man. It's been an absolute blast. Well enjoyed this episode. Where can the fans and the listeners find you on social media?
Cool. So, boom, this is how we have it. MB Integrator on Instagram and Twitter. I prefer to follow me on Twitter because I'm trying to get it more active. But yes, on Twitter. And then Malik BOSEDE on Facebook. You can find Culture Inc., 2 eyes on the ink, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Also, I do have my own brand as well, About Mine. You can follow that on Twitter and Instagram at About Mine LLC. And along with my team, I must mention them. You have Nick Holiday, that you can find on Twitter and Instagram. You have Eli Knight, Step It Up Please on Instagram and Twitter, and you have Kaya Dream on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, sweet, man. I'm actually subbed to Culture Inc. already. I already follow you on your Twitter. That's how we arranged this. And I want to thank you for coming on and being able to reschedule as well. I think things are beyond my control, but I feel like it's all good. I feel like it's well worth it, just having this conversation, having a laugh, getting to know you, and just be able to switch off, and also discovering Kevin Samuels.
Listen, that man's gonna open up your eyes. You're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
I know what I'm doing. I mean, it's a bit late now at the moment. It's about 12, but I'll probably will like when I'm editing this, because the fans don't care about this bit, but I'm gonna tell him anyway. But I'm probably gonna have him in the background, and I'll edit this as well. So I know what I'm doing after this. We finish. Watch
his long videos. It's gonna put some things in perspective. You're gonna be like, "Whoa!" Like this man.
I like that though. When because I think I'm a bit thrown off with the thumbnails. And I just think, oh, there's a woman fading like Thanos from Avengers, and a woman smiling and winning. Just what? But now you've explained it to me, and a million followers. I'd love to have that on my YouTube. By the way, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. It'll be much appreciated.
Hold on, you better like and subscribe this YouTube channel. I don't want to hear it, or Culture ain't got y'all front though.
Damn right. We may be in different countries, but I've got Culture and got my fucking back, people. Damn right. Awesome. There's gonna be more episodes of What You Call It podcast coming up very soon. But for now, everyone, I hope you have a good week, because this will be coming out at the end of the week, probably before the weekend, hopefully. But for now, everyone, take care and enjoy your day. Hello there. I've got a special announcement for my next guest.
Hi, I'm Kat Spencer, and I'll be on What Do You Call It podcast.
We definitely didn't record that. Yeah.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.